Hey guys, it's Corey.
And it's Rob. You spoke and we heard the episodes are a little long and people don't have that much time. They don't have that kind of free time, Corey.
Right. So we decided to make the condensed version, an easy-to-enjoy version of the YouTube video that many have been enjoying.
Yeah, no, and if you have time, check out the longer version. But for those of you who don't have time, what you're going to find this is just a condensed, shortened version of all the topics that you heard. You're going to hear our banter just like you hear every week. You're going to hear a little bit of each of the topics that we talk about. And every Friday after this, you're going to be able to catch the shortened version. So please enjoy the O The Anthem Spotlight for the week of September 26th.
And if you like what you hear, just subscribe to get all the future spotlights. And if you want even more, just subscribe to the podcast.
Yeah, and if you do hear something that you like especially, you can always find the full version. We released a full version on Tuesday, so just check out last Tuesday's episode.
All this on otheanthem.com.
Take care, everybody.
The 2014 American League East champion Baltimore Orioles. This is the O The Anthem podcast, and this is Corey.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rob. Exciting week.
Yeah.
Things couldn't get more exciting after last week in Baltimore. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're just keeping the good trains going.
Well, I think the trains are getting better.
Yeah.
Because last week, not such a good news.
Yeah, we had a lot of people returning their Ray Rice jerseys this week.
Long line. So I'm bringing in the oldies, you're bringing in the new people?
You're reminding the people who are already listening that they have to listen.
Okay.
You're like an alarm clock going off for the second time.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Listen, my cloud score is 62 for a reason.
I'm welcoming you to the day. Rob is being the nag who reminds you.
My cloud score is 63 for a reason. I got all my fingers out here all over cyberspace.
Yeah.
Just all in like a whole bunch of different things. So
Fingers in every pie.
I have a finger in every single pie.
But, yeah. Rather than watching the league again, just...
Oh, God. I sat and watched it for 6 hours straight.
Yeah.
I love it, and then I saw it on Netflix. I'm like, God damn it, now my night is ruined.
Now this is my life.
This is what I'm going to be doing.
Yeah.
Can we just hire them to just continually put out new episodes? Just all the time.
They should do every fantasy season.
Every fantasy season, these guys decide they're gonna let's branch out into baseball. Let's give them another 12 episodes. That's what,
right.
24 episodes, whatever their season is. Let's do it. I want to see more of them. Or let's find another group that has that kind of chemistry. Because none of those guys had done anything before together. Some of them hadn't really acted before. Bring them together. Let's find another group just like that.
I'm all for putting talented people out there.
Yeah,
which is exactly why O The Anthem podcast.
Well, hey, bring that right around.
Yeah,
that's a comeback. We just brought that back. Until you've seen all the videos on YouTube, which Corey claimed that he did earlier this week. Yeah, I don't know that idea.
Yeah, but then I joked around about watching every single video on YouTube to prove that this idea hasn't already been done.
Yeah. There's a lot of cats.
Yeah.
There's a lot of perverse stuff, but I did watch every video.
I had to watch everybody's vines.
God, that'd be horrible. Some people's are not funny. No, sad.
It's amazing how many times you look at the artwork for a best of compilation vines, and it's like a really hot girl with like her tits hanging out. Yeah. And then you click on it, and there's no tits in there.
There is not a single one.
Not a single one in any
False
of those
advertising.
Vines. But then, yet I click on the next one.
Because there's boobs.
I'm just like the November compilation has really nice tits on it. I'm sure this one won't lead me astray. November's a good year for tits. Good month for tits.
It is, yeah. Obviously, here in the Northeast,
yeah.
It's a great month.
They're out all the time.
Mini skirts and Uggs.
Yeah.
Oh God, I missed that.
Miss Hofstra. Just a little bit.
Just that part of Hofstra. Just the mini skirts and Uggs. And we're coming up on Halloween, which is always reminding me how much I miss being at college.
Ooh, awesome segue. Speaking of tits, the Fappening. The Fappening had its sequel, and much like everything that comes out of Hollywood sequels, it was not as impressive as the first.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
Disappointing. This second Fappening was people that we didn't want to see naked, or people that we've seen too much of naked at this point.
Yeah, like I've already seen Kim Kardashian do a lot more than just pose in front of the mirror.
Getting railed by Ray J versus the mirror pick? Come on. It's a little tame. Let's step up your game.
Not only that, but there's a couple more miles on Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, well, it's
Back-
been a
back
Reggie
when-
Bush and
back when she was a new model, had a little bit more
was-
luster.
rode hard and put away wet in the meantime. I do love,
That
however,
57 Corvette will never be the same, no matter how much you detail it. When the news broke, Kim Kardashian made some sort of statement like, "I'm not saying whether or not we have a sex tape, but I know it's not getting out."
so it's
Which-
gonna get
yeah,
out.
like-
So it's coming out next year.
At some point, when Keeping Up with the Kardashians has like a Duck Dynasty level ratings dive,
Right.
and just be like, "Oh my God, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are fucking in Miami."
Oh, yeah.
Much like I did last time, I researched by going to
4chan.
the internet's
The waste bucket of
they
the
they like to say the Reddit is the homepage of the internet.
Yeah.
I like to imagine 4chan is the neighborhood that Clint Eastwood lived in Gran Torino. Like
Get off
my lawn.
Yeah, basically. But so 4chan, and then once again a warning to all you you normies, as I like to call them, stay far away from 4chan. There's
People who swim with swimmies
Don't-
in the pool of the internet do
Don't-
not go to 4chan.
there.
I like to imagine that I say fuck a lot,
Yeah,
and that
Yeah.
my language is pretty dirty.
Yeah.
For the most part.
and
Not like I'm wearing this as a badge of honor, but I'm just sort of.
it's a fact.
It's a fact.
It is a fact.
I have a pretty dirty mouth, but the things that are said on 4chan make me blush from time to time. I read the level of obscenity and discourse that's put together, and I'm just like, good God,
You make it up for him.
you bitches need Jesus.
There's no children behind me. There are some in front of me, but not behind me. And I hear the girl.
Well, no children unless you're counting all the Red Sox fans. Oh, that's right.
Oh, they were real pissed off today too. Went ham on them in the 6th inning. Anyway,
Did you just get a beachfront property? Because you bitches are salty.
picks, and I'm just
To be
flipping
fair,
through
though, you do have the Note 4.
the biggest ass
I think this is what all the new iPhone people are going to get when they walk out with their new like, wow, Apple released a big phone. I wonder when everyone else is going to copy this scheme.
right. Yeah.
And they're walking around with their 6.7-inch screen,
It's a fact.
and they're just like looking at pictures of dicks on their phone.
It's huge.
Yeah,
The pictures are
and
big.
then you're going to be able to see it from across the street and be like, hey, what are you looking at? What are you looking at, dicks?
If eating pretzels was somehow like really, really bad, then they would be talking about pretzels all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you goddamn pretzel eater.
Yeah, if
Like,
pretzel was the worst word in the world.
Go pretzel the pretzel out of your pretzel, all right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Which I just inserted fuck
What?
as pretzel, by the way.
Why don't you dig your teeth down into this pretzel and pull off all the salt until it's in your mouth, and then you have a bare pretzel that you're just shoving up your asshole?
That's 4chan.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
what 4chan is like.
the PG-13 rating of 4chan.
Even
but
though
yeah.
I did say fucking an asshole in that one.
PG-13, you can get away with one fucking in PG-13 movies.
I guess so.
Yeah, so you're okay.
An
That's the
asshole
only
is
one.
an actual part of the body. So
And you're referring to it as the body part,
Yeah.
which is the important thing.
not as a
For the-
person who is an asshole.
No, okay, that
A la
now
Rob.
we've crossed the now we've crossed.
Now we're rated R.
Now we're now rated R. If you want to do anything in the music or movie business at all, find the Thursday Nerdist podcast with Kevin Smith.
Oh yeah.
You recommended it, 100%. Yes, if you want to do anything in the entertainment industry, listen to that podcast because it was inspiring.
Yeah.
Just completely about how diving in and not giving a shit what anybody thinks and doing your own thing, and man, it's very
Don't-
inspiring.
It's the don't wait for a gatekeeper
Yeah.
kind of argument. Like don't wait for somebody to tell you it's okay. Like just do it yourself.
And don't sit there and say, why hasn't anybody blah.
Yeah.
That is the thing that you should do. You have that idea. Other people do. The differences are nobody has said, let's do it.
Though I'll say that I saw Tusk today, Kevin
Yeah.
Smith's new flick, and I really like Kev.
Here's what I'm
I
going to
think
say
I
about
think he had good intentions. He probably could have benefited from a gatekeeper. So. Speaking of which, our Orioles are in the playoffs and trying to go for best record
Yes,
baseball?
2.5 games back the next night, and I got shit to do. You may have all the time in the world, but I have work. I have work that I have to do. I'm a published author. I don't know if you know this or not.
I completely forgot that I live off the teat of the state. I just collect my welfare checks and go to Oriole games.
Exactly right. They should
and
just
occasionally podcast.
They should just give you your welfare checks in the form of Orioles tickets. The World Series, which would be at
a home field advantage for the Orioles
because the American League.
Yep.
But it could also end up being a Beltway series where we could actually go to all 7 games if we had 6.
God, I will sell so many kidneys.
Oh God, I'm just thinking of the things that I would do, whatever it takes. Like, anybody need a kidney? I will out in the street in front of the stadium. I will blow you for your tickets. I don't even care.
I will whore myself out on the streets of Baltimore.
Absolutely. For World Series tickets?
Yeah.
Game 7 World Series tickets? By the way, I made a comment about Delman Young. He's awkward.
Yeah.
He's awkwardly shaped to do the job that he does. He overran first and got back. And for some reason, when he stood up with the dirt on his stomach, I realized that he has a beer belly.
Yeah.
But he runs like the goddamn wind. And I don't understand. And he runs awkwardly, too.
Here's the thing. He's got the body and the face of like a 50-year-old black man.
Yes.
But
super good shape.
But then you look in the media guy and you're like, Jesus Christ, Delman Young's 28 years old?
And he's hitting 300. What?
I feel like he's been in the majors for like 30 years, too.
Yeah.
But like...
Anyway, so I don't want to talk about just Baltimore because, we have an international contingent of listeners.
Yes, we do. Actually, there's a large amount of people internationally who follow the podcast, so who knew?
I think maybe our voices are just soothing and they play it for their children and nobody knows what we're saying because it's in English. Yeah. Hola, me llamo Roberto.
I like whenever I call you and leave the hello Roberto, it's Guillaume.
You haven't left that message in a while.
I do it every once in a while.
You don't voicemail it.
Well, because I never
hang
check
up and
it.
I'll call you. Yeah, I don't check my voicemail. So I have 42 unlistened to messages right now. But no, so big things happening internationally this week. And there was what are the thing that you wanted to do, the biggest story? I don't know.
Well, we had an international incident
of our own. Yes, which was a big deal. A friend of ours who will not be named.
She will not be named.
She will not be named, despite the fact that her activity should probably bring her shame.
Yes.
And we should name her. But she's also giving me tickets tomorrow. I'm glad that she can hear this till after. I'm glad that you kept up on Scotland. But I know it's not because you care about Scotland.
No, fuck Scotland.
Don't give a shit about Scotland.
What I care about is getting my Northern Ireland brethren back to the Emerald Isle.
Right.
And away from Great Britain.
I just say, if there is any NRA people listening, not
NRA.
If there are any
You'll take my guns from my cold dead hands.
If there are any new IRA people listening, we would love your sponsorship. I have no bones about freeing the Northern Irish brethren, and certainly spend your money here. I'm goddamn Irish, so no Irish need apply, by the way. Just in
persecuting my people, stuff like that. Right. They'll just become Ireland,
and the whole island will be united.
Like they should have been the entire time.
I want to go if that happens, just to see the old redcoats marching down the wharf onto the ships. Do they still wear the redcoats? I feel like there's somebody who does.
Somebody does.
Yeah,
somewhere.
Because I feel like I could flash back to like 1776 and feel really American.
Yeah,
and really
just
Irish.
Stand on the dock, be like USA, USA.
I bet they sent some people.
Yeah, but they spent all their time drinking. How dare you make fun of the Irish like that, Rob?
Please send all your commentary to Corey@OTheAnthem.com.
I am one of the firm believers that the Irish would have taken over the world if it weren't for whiskey.
That comic that you used to have it on your wall, or did you just show me it? Where it was like Irish in the past, and they were like in a futuristic society, and they're doing
that was in Family Guy.
Was it?
Yeah,
and
it's just
God,
like
for some reason I thought you showed me that.
We've discovered the the end of disposable energy.
Right.
And it's just like,
Let's celebrate.
Old Thompson just created this new drink he likes to call whiskey.
In 15 minutes
Yeah,
later,
they're all drunk and fighting each other. Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to Scotland, which was the important thing.
Who?
Here. The Scots. Scotland.
Wake me up when Northern Ireland's back to Ireland.
All right, Sleeping Beauty, get ready. Here we go. She doesn't give a shit about Scotland, except she was going to lose Victoria's Sex Palace. Story you would find on adeaddrop.com.
All she cares about is her corgis. Gotta move on, but did you want to say anything about Russia?
No, you should pay.
And we're out of
attention.
time.
Yeah, you should pay more attention.
I imagine Putin just has a map on his wall
With a
like
big
thumbtacks,
right?
holding the map up because he doesn't have more advanced technology. And he's just like, "Where's this O The Anthem based out of again?"
Yes.
I don't like the way they do things. Those rebels.
Yeah. Wow.
Plenty of information you can read on adeaddrop.com.
Absolutely. So, don't forget to check out adeaddrop.com. You can also find A Dead Drop on Twitter and Facebook. You can find me on Twitter and Facebook and everywhere else, Instagram, Snapchat, everywhere at Robert N. Cheek. Except for Facebook, again, you're always going to find me at Rob Cheek Esquire. That's Rob Cheek ESQ. You can always send me an email to robertncheek@gmail.com.
And you hit the mic.
God, I almost made it through an entire episode.
Corey at otheanthem.com, otheanthem.com, O The Anthem on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Vimeo, and the listener line, 443-219-7595.
What was that number again?
443-219-7595. Usually we like to, you've been listening to a part of the O The Anthem digital productions.
Oh, jeez. Okay, let me do it.
Let me do the
outro.
Part.
Okay.
Do that part, but don't do the end.
I won't do it. As always, you're listening to the O The Anthem podcast, part of the O The Anthem digital network. So for Corey, this is Rob. Thank you for listening and have a great week.
Let's go, O's.
Let's go, O's! O's, hon!